Hello and welcome to Matt's Rocks. Today I'm going to try to do these 4 cabs that I made from that last cutting video number 3. I decided to put numbers on so I could keep track of which video I cut which rocks out of. But I got these. I'm going to cut the thinnest ones today. I've dopped up 7 of them. I dopped up the thicker ones also, the thicker cab. I've still got 4 that I have to shape yet. I'm waiting on my, I ordered some new, a new 80 grit and a new 220 grit. But I've got these thicker ones still that I haven't shaped just because they're going to take so long. And then this one here that I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get a real good cab out of it, but I don't know. I just didn't shape it because it was so thick and it was taking forever to cut those down. This is a thinner one, but I still got to take it back to the saw. I'll just take it to the oil saw and cut this off here so it's not so hard to, I had to redo it. It chipped off and came up underneath where I couldn't use it as that size, so I just redid it on the back, on the other side, to get that area out of my way. And I just need to cut that down on the saw. I don't want to grind all that. That'd take a week. Feels like a week anyway. Anyway, let's get started. I'll start on these smaller ones first. Hopefully this won't take all that long. I didn't look at my water after I didn't use a whole lot of water. I didn't think I did, but after using that flat lap so much, I've gotten gun shy and I feel like I need to check my water more often because it goes through water like it's a drought. Now, when I did these, when I shaped them, I went on ahead and took them down to the, I took them to the 220 also, but only so I could smooth them down. I'll use the 220 to shape the rest of it once I get started on the top here. I'm going to try to get my girdle first. I've got a fracture there. I didn't really see. I guess I better have my spray bottle also. I don't know why I always forget that. If I just left it in the same place every night, I wouldn't have that problem, but no, I have to put it back over here by the sink. A sink that doesn't have any water going into it. But it serves its purpose. I can put water into it. Just have to hook up a hose to the outside of the house, outside of the building, the garage. There we go. Now I'm going to wet this down and see if I can't see. So I can see the fracture on the edge, right there. That line coming down the side right there. But I don't see it on the top, so I need to find out where it's at, if I can. It may be healed on the top, or not even. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't think it's a through fracture. I may have ground off the edge of it. I can see where it comes over the back, but it's underneath my dop wax now, so I can't see it. Okay, here we go. Well, I might want to change glasses too. I wish somebody could make a pair of these that focused out further. I'll be able to save my fingernails with these too. Seems how all I have to hold on to is the stick and maybe the back edge of the stone or the top end of the stick. Shake my girdle. At least get my girdle measured down as far as I want it to go anyhow. Grabbed one of them thick ones. Let's go with the real oval one this time. Oh no, that's a thicker one. I better wait on that one. I guess they're all thicker ones. Yeah, they're just a little bit thicker. Let's go with a round one. See how I do with round now. Okay, back over here. I might want to turn on the water. 1 o'clock. Okay, I'm going to the 220 grit just to not screw this up. I've got it just close enough where it's still a little bit flat on top, but it's getting better. But now I need to do this because I'm getting down to, I've got that much that where my girdle doesn't match. I get a ledge kind of at this angle. It needs to be at this angle. So I need to get that all down, and I don't want to go too far on it. I don't want to lose my girdle altogether. Let's do these last two. I'm only going to do 4 today because I think that's all I got time for. Plus, I want to wait on my new discs before I start on this one. It's got that fracture off the corner of it there. And it's going to take a lot of grinding for all of these other ones. So we'll go back to the 80 grit. This time I'll change the camera again so that you can see what I'm doing. I can't believe I worked a whole stone on these first 3 wheels and you guys couldn't see much of it at all. I'll find out when I get the footage out. Luckily I've got the second camera to do to make up the difference. Okay, I'm getting down far enough now. I can go to the next wheel, get the rest of it off, get it rounded and shaped, finished up shaped. Okay, I'm back. Let's go ahead and finish these up. I don't know if you can tell that, but this is rounded more than this is too. Another one of those that I cut flat on this side like a dummy. That'd be easy enough to fix though. Natural line and rock. There we go. That sucks. Pressure. You can see the curve spot about the size of my fingertip on that edge right there going in. About like that. Comes back into right there. But this comes to the edge down here at the bottom, so it's a chip. When it comes off, it's going to be like this. But it looks like it's kind of been healed. So what I'm going to do, I don't have a whole lot to take off of here anymore. I'll put some CA glue on that. Make it stay where it's at. That's going to take 24 hours to dry. Yeah, you can see it's easier now. I didn't let it dry out long enough. Above my finger, it comes down right at the bottom is where it meets both sides of it. If I put CA glue on that, I don't think I'll have any more problems with it. Go ahead and do that, and then I'll finish this up in the morning after it dries. And then I'll finish working. But you won't even know I was gone, I promise. But I can do that on my 220 and not lose a lot more, any more stone. I don't want to get down too far. I'm still out a little ways from on my girdle anyway, or on my outside of my lines on my cab. Real lines on it, and it all looks about the same. Okay, I'm ready to go to the next wheel with this one. Like I said, these will sometimes go faster. I still didn't order no more felt pads, and I've made 2 orders from Kingsley North just last week. The first order was for CA glue and accelerant, and the second one was for the 2 discs. And I knew I needed those felt pads, I just forgot to look them up. Hey, I'm back. You didn't even know I was gone, did you? I'm glad you didn't wait up. It's the next day. I had to wait for my CA glue to dry on my chip here. It's kind of ugly. I'm just doing this as an experiment. I don't know that I'll sell this, try to sell this. I'll probably give it away to some kid or something with a cheap setting or some shit or some stuff. Sorry, pardon my French. I'm trying to figure out what it looks like. It's the first time I ever tried any of this. I just now got some CA glue. That's what I get for trying to find it in the store instead of ordering it off the internet or something. I had already taken this to the 220 grit and was getting ready to start on this. I'm gonna start on this one just to see if it will take this glue off the outside, because there was no way I was going to keep from getting it everywhere. It just wasn't working. So I'm going to try this one first and go from there. Okay. And if I can't do it with that one, I'll have to drop back to the other one. Hello, future me here to rat out past me. When I did this cab, it's the one with the chip on the side. I thought I had already done the 220 grit on it, because when I originally did these, I did one stone till completion and then started the next one, and this was the last one I did. And but when so when I come back the next day after I decided to put the CA glue on here to try to keep that chip from coming out, I forgot that I hadn't done. I thought I had already done the 220 grit, but I hadn't. I also wanted to let you know, to keep from confusing everybody, I figured I'd try a little different format this time. Seeing as how I'm doing 4 stones, rather than doing each stone through to completion and showing you the stone each time in between wheels, I figured this time I would just do, to make the video a little bit shorter and not have it run over an hour and some odd long, I figured I did the first wheel all together with all 4 stones, and then I did the second wheel all together with all 4 stones. Put them both together for all 4 stones. And then the last 2, because I didn't, I did it that way. That was just for the first wheel. I did all 4 stones on the first wheel. And then I went to the second wheel, and it showed me starting on all 4 wheels on the second wheel. And because I forgot to change the camera on the second stone, I had the camera focused, zoomed in over here from the first stone, and I didn't move it back over to focus over here on the second stone. So I just used the footage from this camera, the bigger camera that's usually showing, that's not zoomed in, that's showing me. And I used that footage to replace you not being able to see, because this light was in the way. You couldn't see anything the way it was pictured down through, not even on this wheel. You may have been able to see some of this wheel. It felt like that pad or that belt was loose. But anyway, so I did that the second time, and then when I started this wheel, I went on ahead and did all 3 of the first stones, and that's when I showed you me coming back on the next day, which was yesterday, to finish this stone. So I've basically started it here, and so I left that part without speeding it up. I sped up all the other stuff except for the original, first showing you the stone and showing you that I was going to start on it. And then after that, I didn't show you on the second wheel, I didn't show me starting and stopping. I didn't show you the stone in between, but I did make it where you could see. I wanted to make sure you could actually see which stone I was working with, but it's fast forwarded, so if you get confused, don't worry about it too much. You will see all the stones as they get completed, and then again later after I did the aluminum oxide to get the tops undone. And but the last, after this wheel, these last 3 wheels, I'm just going to mix up the stones and then show you each one individually after that, as I would have been showing them off on after the 3rd one, or the last wheel, sorry. So these ones here, I'm just going to run all of one together, and I'm not going to put the whole footage in there and speed that up because it's going to make it long too, even though I'm whenever I zoom in or whenever I speed up anything, I speed it up to 10 times what it normal play is. So in other words, 1,000%, which is 10 times if you look at it, right? I figured I'd let you know that so that you wouldn't think I'm trying to pull the wool over your eyes, and just so I could see how you like that format better. It'd be less messed up on the next one as long as I don't skip a wheel or have to come back the next day for the last one and hold off on it, which that wouldn't make that big of a difference anyway. Just that skipping that one wheel is the only thing that bothered me, and only because I didn't put any footage of this one on that wheel, which wasn't that big of a deal either. But anyway, now I'll let you get back, and you can tell past me that I screwed up. So see you later for the next video. This isn't the end of this one yet, though. Okay. I've decided this one's done for now. I won't put it in the freezer yet because I'm going to take the cerium oxide or aluminum oxide to that center. Hopefully, I don't know if you can see it. In the center there, there's some dull spots. I don't think they're scratches. But whoa. See if I can get that to show up better. For some reason, it just doesn't seem to be. Seems darker from here. The colors seem darker than they do when you're looking at it. There, it's lightening up a little bit. That one's done enough for now. Okay, that one's ready. Okay, get up here where you can sit. Couldn't even see where the light was reflecting off of it. Girl's all even and shiny. Hey, I can see this one better. It still looks dark though. Darker than it should be. From here. That could be just the camera though. Okay, that's 2 down. Okay, that one's done. I'm going to take it to aluminum oxide still. I'm just going to do the tops of them on that aluminum oxide. I'm not going to mess with that. Well, I might go down the sides of them. You can see there's a little bit of dull spots in the middle. And it's still just a little bit flat, but not too bad. Okay. It's going to be interesting to see this footage because from here it looks real dark. Looks more of a brown than a red. I'll stop it. A little bit, see if that helps. No. 6 inches away from that camera. keeps losing focus. I know there's a way to remedy that, to keep everything in focus, whether it's in the foreground or the background, but I don't know if this camera has that. I don't remember which camera it was that I was reading that on. But anyway, I'm going to take these to the aluminum oxide, these 4 cabs that I did on this video. Take them all to the aluminum oxide, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I've got them all finished now with the aluminum oxide. You can see the fronts of them aren't quite so, or on the flat area there, it's not quite so dull as it was before. Oh, let me get my flashlight out too. I almost forgot about that part. Might not let as much through as I thought. I haven't looked at that yet. Yeah, the darker areas is cutting some of it out, but there you can see that fracture there on the side. Maybe this here. Let me move it, switch hands. It's right there in that yellow. That yellow's the one end, and then this other side of it's back here. But you can see where it goes through, and you can still see the line from the fracture itself. Let's try the light over here on this one with the zoom on it. Okay, let's try the other ones with the that one's a little better. As you can see, the front of it's not as dull as it was either. Some of the lines might still be there from the inclusions, the grain, where you can see the grain running through the wood. Oh, I see it's got dark on the outside. It looked lighter on the front. Showing through all of that really good. Sorry about flashing the camera in your face, but it's hard to watch the camera and the flashlight at the same time. And I'm not sure if I showed this last one on this other camera. Well, if I can keep a hold of it. There we go. Well, that's the video. I'm not going to put in polish in the back. I've got to get some of this glue off of here too, because I've got quite a bit of glue on there. You can see the shiny from the glue on the back. But I'll do that. I don't think I need to video that, because you've seen me do that type of stuff before. And I'm fixing to do these on the flat lap, at least one of these. I may still cut one of these up, whichever one has the better patterns in it. I'll have to wet them down and look on that agatized petrified wood. And I may make regular cabs. I may just go ahead and cut it across this one, this fracture here, and this fracture here, and make 3 cabs out of it. It lets the light through pretty good. Really good on this side. This side's not got a whole lot of pattern in it on this one. And I think one of these has a better pattern over there. I don't know, I'd have to wet them down to find out. But anyway, that's the video. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Hit the bell notification so you know when my next video is coming out. Leave a comment. Any comment? I love comments. I haven't got enough yet. I'm still trying to figure out what you like and what you don't like, and I'm going to try to cater to your whims, because that's what I'm doing this for, is to make everybody else happy, plus to keep myself from going nuts, so I have somebody to talk to, even though you can't answer me back right here. So have a good day, and stay tuned for the next one.